It's the King J, back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a video that one of my friends, Dante, made about Tekken 8. I done my video talking about Tekken 8 and the problems that I feel causing such problems with the game. I've done that video. Go check it out. This is his video. I'm going to react. Let's get into it. Cool.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Fatal Clinch back with another one. Yeah, you absolute gooners. Listen, this video, is how I think the Tekken devs could save this game pretty much instantly and grow the player base again and just make it a much better, more fun, enjoyable game. And
can I say something to you lot before we even get into it? The fact that Dante is doing YouTube is such an amazing thing, because I have been saying to this guy for ages, do a YouTube video because you're opinionated, you're funny, and bro, so you talk sense like 95% of the time. You know, the 5% we argue, but 95% of the time he talks the truth. So yeah, like I think even him doing a video shows how bad the state is of this game. Like he wasn't a person doing videos in Tekken 7 era. Do you know what I'm saying? But the fact that, and he's actually taken time out to do this video, and he's done a video before this goes to show the game is in a very bad state. Go subscribe to him as well, because again, he's trying a thing, but I also feel like we need more videos like this. And I feel like if you lot subscribe to him, I feel like he will do a lot more videos like this. So please go subscribe. It would mean a lot to him and to me as well. So yeah.
Tekken would get its good reputation back, and all like it would just like, it would be night and day. The whole situation that we're in now would be night and day if they made these changes that would literally not cost them any resources, anything. Like they could just do it, and like say if they just did a patch, and you know what I mean, next month, and then this was the patch, like Tekken, we're back, like we're back. Tekken's on top again. So
tell me what's going on.
The first changes I would say they would need to do this, yeah. So going from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8, there was a lot of nerfs to the defense in Tekken in general. So I would say literally just revert all those nerfs to defense back to Tekken 7 standard. So there was a few. So there was the backdash cancel distance, like overall was reduced. They probably did some other things to it as well, but the distance overall was reduced for pretty much every character. So just revert that back to Tekken 7.
I think they should too.
Easy. That straight away, the game's like undoubtedly better, more fun to play, everything.
I think they should, but I also feel like the reason why they nerfed backdash is because they want people to be close into each other's faces and playing the way how we're playing now. I don't know if they're actually gonna do that, but it's a good idea. I'm not gonna lie. As a competitive player, I would 100% back that idea. But from their standpoint, they want an aggressive game. If you can Korean backdash, how many people can Korean backdash that are like, you know, not professional players? But it's a good point. I'm not saying no to that.
I'm not gonna go too much into detail about this stuff. I'm just gonna lay it out, and whatever you lot think about it, yeah, you can talk about it in the comments, etc. So low parry functionality nerfs. So basically they made it so low parry, you can't low parry like aerial attacks, like you know, any jumping lows or things like that. You can't low parry them for some reason, and they made it so you can't low parry. Well, in Tekken 7 it was rage drives. You could low parry them, but in this game you can't low parry the heat smashes. If they just revert that, like, so you can low parry all that stuff, I don't see why that was nerfed in the first place. It's just why like what's the point? Just let me low parry the stuff, bro. Like the low parry mechanics in the game, let me flipping use it, innit? Straight away would help a lot. Also, yeah, they nerfed the frames on people's like reversals and parries. So like
I didn't even speak about that. Aerial.
Activation frames, they nerfed
We've actually
that,
seen.
so they made
sorry,
the activation on parry. Basically, they
Yeah. Sorry. Strong aerial. No, not strong aerial. Strong. What do you call it? Aerial lows. They all need to be able to be low parried. That's my thing. I think they changed it, but it makes no sense to why they changed it. Like, you should be able to low parry it. Like, Can's is getting away for free. Alyssa's that fly low move with her kick just needs to be, it just needs, you should be able to low parry it.
nerf parries and reversals, so they made that slower. So if they literally just revert the activation frames back to Tekken 7 standard, it's a no-brainer. It's just revert it. Why was it nerfed? Like, the reversals are in the game for a reason. The parries are in the game for a reason. Let us use it the way that we was using them before. And also, they made it so you can't parry charge attacks for some reason. I think they should just revert that back as well. Like, just give us all the defense, all the defensive stuff that we had in Tekken 7. Give it to us in Tekken 8. Literally, straight away, the game's 1000% better. It wouldn't cost them any resources, but all it would do really is just make some devs have to put their ego to the side and say, listen, yeah, this was a bad decision. Let's revert it.
That's all you need to do, Bandai. That's all you need to do. Put your egos to the side. Your egos and your pride is killing the game. And also your social media too. That's what I'm saying. You just need to focus on the game. You shouldn't have enough time to be able to be responding to people. The game is currently just getting backlash. Sort out the game. That's all we're asking you to do. The game was never like this before. We never had these issues. Like, we've only had these issues, I would say Tekken 7 Season 2 onwards. We needed just a good game, complete game. But that's enough about me. Let me hear what you say.
So, yeah. In terms of heat, I would say remove heat dash launchers. I've said this loads of times. I've said my reasons for it. I'm not going to go over it 1,000 times. Just remove heat dash launchers straight up. I'll go into it a little bit. So, like, there's like, in Tekken 7, right? Say a Demon's Port. If you got hit by it, right? You would get knocked away, and then you would like probably roll back, get up, and you're playing again. These moves are like that because they're meant to be like keep out moves. They're not meant to give you big reward because of how much distance they cover. But in this game, like if you get hit by one Demon Sport, heat engage, you got all this health back, and you're in heat state, like, and you can just snowball the whole round off just a random kind of like button that you use to keep someone out. It's stupid. I think it should go.
I agree.
So yeah. Also, reduce the heat burst range. So I think everyone thinks the heat burst range is
insane.
Too much in this game. You can't backdash it. You can sidestep them now, yeah, but you need to be able to backdash and make them whiff more. If they literally did a patch with these two changes in it as well, straight away, game's 1000% better. Wouldn't take them long to do. They could literally these changes that I'm talking about now.
Do you know what's crazy? He said eliminating the range. I think tracking on both sides needs to go from all heat bursts. The move should be, if you're both in line and you do it, the range and the tracking should be nerfed. If you sidestep it both ways, you should be able to launch them or whatever. That's how I think it should be, personally.
A modder could do them in like 2 days. Yeah. Okay, so the combo system, I would say remove multiple strong aerial spins. So make it so you can only do one strong aerial spin, not 2, 3. Why can you do 2, 3? It doesn't make sense.
I agree.
This don't make sense. Like, people don't like being in the combo for that long, etc., etc. I'm not gonna go too much detail, but yeah. I would also say remove the whole spike mechanic. So the spike mechanic at the wall where you hit them on a low slump and then you get extra damage. I would say just remove that whole thing because there's just some combos.
Whoa. I don't know if everyone should be removed. I think when it was just Leroy that had it, I kind of liked it like that. Like, it was just Leroy. I don't know about removing it from everyone. I don't think Alyssa should have spike combos. I don't think Leo should have spike combo. I don't think, especially from doing that, like Leo's one's ridiculous. And so is Alyssa's. As you said from the Heat Smash, ridiculous. Like, there's this, they're not needed. And I think what they done with this game is, I felt like they saw stuff from other characters and said, oh, we're gonna add this to this character. Oh, we're gonna add that to that character. Like, how many characters have G cliffs in this game? How many characters have spikes in this game? Like, yeah, the character just unique identity is gone.
In this game that are just ridiculous, utilizing that mechanic. People don't like the mechanic. They took Jack's spike combo away. They took certain people's spike combo away, and certain people have it. I just don't think it's a good mechanic. It just unscaled damage on the floor. It's like, it's just, come on, man. Like, why? I just think that mechanic can go. If you nerf these two things about the combo system, straight away we got a better game.
100%.
Like,
and guard break. And guard breaks. I wish you talk about guard breaks.
Here is the big one though. Ooh. If they did this, you see the Tekken numbers now, what they're on? They will skyrocket instantly. I promise. I'll put money on it. Yeah. This would not be hard to implement. It's no resources. This is all it is, yeah? Introduce a classic mode. Listen. Classic.
I'm not going to lie. If they introduce classic mode, and I know what he's talking about, if they introduce a mode where there's no heat engages, all of that stuff, and I think there's a mod for it as well. People enjoyed it. I think it was a bit buggy, but people really enjoyed it. If they introduce a mode like that where people could literally just play without heat, oh my gosh. But they're not going to do that. They want to force you to use their mechanics and stuff.
Mode. Give it a ranked mode, yeah? Offline, whatever. Classic mode. This mode would have no heat, no chip damage, and no rage. Yeah, that's what it will be.
That'd be so sick.
That's what it will be. No heat, no chip damage,
That'd
no
be so
rage.
sick.
But this will never happen. That's the sad part about it. This will never happen because some devs would have to swallow their pride and realize.
No. Wait, what was that damage on the Harun combo? Sorry, I got distracted. 1-2-1. What? No. Whoa.
That's what it will be. That's what it will be. No heat, no chip damage, no rage. But this will never happen. That's the sad part about it. This will never happen because some devs would have to swallow their pride and realize
that's ridiculous.
That heat, chip damage were bad ideas. They were just bad ideas. There's no way to balance them. Like, you can't make people happy with these kind of mechanics. There was in Tekken, these mechanics are just bad. But I guarantee you, like, prove me wrong. If you introduce a classic mode, let's see how many people play classic mode over the heat mode. Let's see the numbers and it. Okay, and I'm not hearing the argument of, oh, go play the last game, go play another game. It's like, bro, that's not an argument. Do you want to know why? Because those games have different rosters, first of all. Maybe you want to play the character that's in Tekken 8. Furthermore, those games have less players on them, so it's going to be harder to find matches. Why would
100%.
you want to do that? You want to play the game that's active? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you want to play the game that's active. If they give us this feature, do you know what I'm saying? You're making both people. You're making the absolute scrubs happy that love heat or whatever, and then you're making the people happy that actually like Tekken for what it's meant to be. So, yeah, man.
I like these videos that Dante doing. It's actually quite sick.
Bro, it would save the game. People will be rinsing the classic mode. You already know it. You already know people will be rinsing it. Do you know what I mean? And they'll love it. They'll be happy, bro. They'll be happy with it. No heat, no chip damage, no rage. Let's play. Let's go. You get me? No crutches, nothing. Just you, my character versus your character versus fundamental. Yeah, you might have some cheap moves, whatever, but I ain't got to deal with heat or whatever. And chip damage and all this silliness. That's... I could just leave the video there, right? That's what it should be. But you know what I'm like? I got my controversial takes. So here's my controversial takes, yeah? I don't care what anyone thinks. This is what I think, bro. I could be completely wrong, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I like to just put them out there, though. So, imagine if some absolute genius in the Tekken office said one day, you know what? The way we implemented heat is just bad. No one likes it. It's whack. You know what we should do? Make it so heat is earned through punishment. Only punishment.
Nah, you didn't.
So
I don't agree with that take. It's a good take, but I don't agree with it. I think that would eliminate a lot of people that want to play the game, that are just casuals. And not everyone knows about punishment, which is why they've changed the way how Tekken is. Like, so Tekken 8, on paper, when you looked at who was good, we would talk about like characters' punishment and stuff like that. Like, you know, if someone has mad sick punishment and good launches or whatever, then that character's immediately top tier. But if you then say, all right, cool, heat is earned by punishment, some people are not going to know what punishments are, and that makes it a game that is only for the hardcore players. Like, people like myself, I will know like majority of punishments, but then it's like there's people that are at the lower end that won't know punishments. And then would they ever get heat? No. So then it kind of defeats the whole object of them having heat at the start and then being able to use it at any time. So I do think that's a controversial take. I don't one that I agree with, but it makes sense.
You do something that's -10 on block. I do a Mishima 1-1-2, knock you down. Yeah. My heat bar gets filled up a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, bigger punishment gives you more, adds to your heat bar, and then once you get the heat bar full, that's when you can activate heat. That would be fun, because you know what it is, yeah? Obviously heat's cheap, but what's so frustrating about it now is that it's just given to you just for existing. But if you knew that that person earned his heat by punishing your stupid ass mistakes, it would be a lot more, you know what I mean, like fun to play against, because you know, like he earned that, he actually earned it, like with punishment. He didn't just use aggression and just hit you. Like, no, you did things, you whiffed, or you did minus things on block and you got punished, and then he earned his heat. You know, and then, you know, it could encourage safer gameplay, yeah. But people get tired of doing that sometimes, and you know, sometimes it just makes sense to take risks or whatever. And then you take that risk. Oh, he might get some more heat bar. Do you get what I'm saying? I think that would be sick. That's me personally. Some people might be, oh no, man, just give me my heat for free, and that's just whack. And yeah, cool, man, cool. Like, this is the controversial takes right now. You understand? So yeah, here's my other controversial take. Remove every install in the game that isn't Claudio's. The reason why I give Claudio the blight is because he was the original kind of like install character, so he's kind of designed around it, like, you know what I mean. It was Starburst, that was his thing, and I kind of liked it when he was the only one that had that, because that made Claudio unique. But now flipping half the cast got install.
I don't agree. I do think they went crazy overboard with installs. So I don't think choose characters that don't really need it. I'll be so honest with you. They need to remove Jun's stuff. She doesn't need it. I think they need to remove Jack. Jack doesn't need it. They're just making his character just go crazy. Jack doesn't need an install. Do you know what I'm saying? There's quite a few other characters that I think don't need it. But yeah, I don't know. Brian, Snake Eyes. I think Snake Eyes should only be in Heat, and then that character would get toned down. Wait, Brighton had Snake Eyes in season 1, right? Yeah, I think Brian's Snake Eyes stuff should only be in Heat. I think this is what makes him ridiculous. He has great wall carry, above average wall combo, very, very mad wall pressure from the guard break, which now Fakram doesn't even have. Yeah, the character, needs toning down quite a lot.
Even Hayachi's got in. Jack Tekken 1. Jack, like, has an install, bro. Are you like...
Now, just a bit of context here of why, like, this is important. Dante mains Jack. And even he is like, why does Jack have an install? Isn't that ringing alarm bells here? Like, some of the stuff that you're doing, Bandai, is like, it's questionable. Like, he doesn't need an install. Like, I never ever thought that Jack needed an install. It makes no sense. Just lock it behind Heat. You pop Heat, then you have these things. Not everyone needs an install. It's becoming ridiculous now. I don't even think Anna needs an install. She just play her normal. That debuff stuff, I don't think anyone is rocking with it and thinking this is sick. The only time the debuff thing should work is if it hits you. But if you're blocking and like it hits you when you're blocking, then I should be able to attack you. And while you're blocking, I should be able to get out of that debuff state. But that doesn't work that way. You have to hit her. It just doesn't make sense. I think it's a flawed thing to give to Anna. If you are to change it, just make it that if it hits, we get debuff. And if like I hit you, then I get out of the debuff situation. But I still think it's a whack mechanic. I'll be honest.
Jack the robot, that like, why, man? Like, why has Jack got an install, bro? It's just whack, bro. Why has Hayachi got is like, well, Hayachi's is a bit different, but yeah, man, I don't know, man. Installs are just whack. I don't even think people like that. It's just not Tekken. Like Street Fighter and those kind of games. Those are the kind of games for like installs and that, man. You know
Agreed.
what I mean? Tekken now, man. It was about the long move list. You know what I mean? That was Tekken's thing. You had a long move list and you used that move list, and you might use some quirky moves, some weird moves that you ain't seen a lot. To, you know what I mean? To catch your opponent by surprise. That's what Tekken was about. But having all of that and then on top of it, that installs and on top is too much. So here's my other controversial take. Remove Heat Burst Bound. Yeah, I don't think...
Yeah, I agree.
I think there's too many ways to extend your combo. And the thing is, like, obviously...
Just before he starts, I think Heat Burst should be how it was in Soul Calibur, where there's no combo extension. It just pushes you away. That's it. It just pushes you away. I think it should be like that. I don't think it should be like, oh, it bounds you, then you get another part of a combo. It just... I don't like those long combos, I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of them. It's boring.
7, they removed being able to tailspin after a low parry, right? But in this game, so okay, you removed it, oh yeah, but you're still doing Heat Burst Bound off the low parry. So there's still like low parry combos that are doing way too much, in my opinion. Yeah, man, and just the Heat Burst Bound mechanic, I just think, yeah, there's too many ways to extend your combo, and I think that's a way that's just unnecessary, like having the Heat Burst Bound. Like, I don't really like it. I think that could be gone. You still got your tailspin. You still have your strong aerial tailspin. I think that's enough. So yeah. Okay, so here's the other controversial thingy. Remove the grey health deletion mechanic. So that'll be like Nina's move where she grab, where she...
This guy, I swear, this guy is talking so much sense. That grey health, like deleting grey health mechanic is so trash. So trash. It does not work in a game like this. It's pointless. Like, why do you have it in this game? Like Nina, Kuma, Shaheen. Bro, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Lydia, it doesn't work. That mechanic is stupid. It doesn't work. Remove that, man.
Deletes your grey health, Kumas, all that, yeah. Remove all of those completely, or give it to everyone. And by everyone, I mean like every single character should have one move that does it. Me personally, I would give it to like a command grab, like 1+2 or something. I don't know, but yeah, like rather give.
Do you know how... No, actually. Do you know how scary that would be? I'm thinking of like each character have one remove gray health move. So like Leroy's would be back one. Like, but then we'll have the problem of which certain characters have good moves which remove gray health and some characters don't. We'll have that argument. Yeah, I feel like that's the most important take, this removing grey health thing, because I really don't like it. But if you was to give it to every character, I guess, then no one can complain. But giving it to only 3-4 characters, but to be honest, that does sound like a thing they would add in season 3, because then it would be like, oh, okay, well, they done the same thing with install. Install, there was only a few characters. By the end of season 1, going into season 2, we have loads of install characters. So I feel like that is something that could be added in. I'm not a great fan of it though. But if every character has it, like let's say for example, if Clive done the Zanetsuken and then it eliminates all your grey health, I don't know if it does. But if he done it in a combo or whatever and it eliminates all your grey health, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. If Leroy does back one and he gets you and he says you're full and he gives you 45 damage and it eliminates grey health, I wouldn't be mad. If I don't know, Brian does what other move can Brian do? I don't know. Like just there's certain moves that I think they're okay. Like moves that don't really land. They remove grey health, that would make sense. Because then you'll be trying to land those moves to then remove grey health. And then you add another layer of meta to Tekken 8. I think that's a good idea. It's controversial, but I think it's a good idea.
Give it to everyone or just remove the whole mechanic, because I just really don't think that is fair that some characters get it. And then and it's only a few characters, well, it's not a lot, it's only a couple characters that get it and then everyone else doesn't really get it. I just don't think that makes sense balancing wise. Yeah, it's just whack, man. Here's the ultimate controversial take though. Yeah, this is the you know what I mean? There'll be people that ain't happy with this. I'd say introduce a universal defensive mechanic, right, to counteract some of this heat stuff. So if you guys will start following Street Fighter 5, I think about season 3, they introduced a new mechanic, a defensive mechanic. It was called V Shift, and it allowed you to do it on wake up and do it, and it would basically you could V Shift projectiles and that, so you could use it, and then it would you would hit them for some grey health, right? But it was like a defensive mechanic. It was like a get off you move. It didn't do actual damage, but it used to knock them down and get you away. It didn't really give Oki. You just knocked them away and got them off you. Stopped the offense basically, right? I think this game could actually do with something like that. I actually think, you see how the 2 heat bars at the top are full now, right? I think, yeah, if there was a universal parry that functioned kind of like Jin's in a way, that
removes
took
your
off
heat.
A third of your heat bar or whatever to stop the offense, I think that would be quite gassed, because it takes it off. I mean, it would shrink your heat bar to how long your heat bar is gonna last now, and that's it. I actually think that would be sick.
I have said something similar to this defensive mechanic. So basically, in I don't know if you've seen Tekken Ball, where the characters, you see when you're in Tekken Ball and they go like that and they do the rage thing and then it bounces the ball back. I think they should add that to the main game, where it's kind of a get off me tool. Kind of like how when Fakram does the punch parry and he goes like that and then you kind of deflect off of him. I think they should add that to every character. And it requires your heat bar. That's all that it requires, is your heat bar. Literally goes, psh. When he does that, it's oh, okay, yeah, every character has it. And it's it deflects you off of them. I think they should add that, because then we could use that at any time, but then you're mad unsafe. I don't know, minus 30 or something like that. If it doesn't hit. Or minus 18, 15, I don't know. They can work it out, but I think it's a very good idea.
When people use it or whatever, it would be sick, man. And even if the attack afterwards doesn't do real damage, it just does recoverable health or whatever. I think that would be sick. It would add an extra layer to the game, and it would give you a mechanic that helps balance the offense. Because basically, I think a big issue with this game is they added all these mechanics in to basically boost offense, but they didn't really give you anything defensively to counteract that. And if you see like the Street Fighter 6 success in that, and it's like, yeah, they did introduce Drive Rush. They did make the game more
aggressive,
aggressive with Drive Rush and stuff, right? But they also added the parry mechanic in it to kind of balance it out. It doesn't 100% balance it out, but it helps, and it makes you, it gives you that extra layer to know, like, yo, like, you can watch back your replay and you know what I mean? I could have done the parry there. I could have done this. Like, in this game, there's a lot of situations where it's just like, you're sitting there and it's just like, I couldn't have really done nothing but guess, you know what I mean? But yeah, Street Fighter kind of has that. I think that would be sick in this game. I think that would work, and it would make a lot of people happy, and it would make the game flow better, and it will make the players feel like they have ways out. They have more options to, you know what I mean, get out, rather than just be limited to what the character actually has, like their own parry or whatnot. I think that would be sick. That's just my opinion, though. What do you guys think? Let's talk about it. I'm out.
Man, like Dante, go check out his channel. Obviously, I'll link the video in the pinned comment of this video, so you lot could go there and just comment and see, let him know what you lot think. I want to show you something in Tekken 8 very quickly about what I mean about, the deflecting like mechanic that I think they should add that requires all of your heat bar. I know this sounds like we're adding in yet another mechanic, but this is the only way we're going to be able to kind of get this game in a working like fashion, because the game is just, there's too much aggression. It's not balanced. But yeah, let me show you. All right, so I'm in Tekken Ball now to show you what I was talking about when it came to having a get off me mechanic. So in this mode, when you get to Rage, you could press Rage Art, and what Rage Art does, it's got like this kind of like get off me mechanic. Okay, are you gonna hurt me? Let's go. I don't feel like Lydia is really good at Tekken Ball. Okay. Okay. Hit me. Hit me. A little bit more. Okay, now watch me press it. So it's like a get off me kind of like thing. I think they should add that in the game where, like, if you're in heat, you have it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I'm gonna win this. No, I'm not gonna win it. But yeah, you lot get the gist of what I'm saying. But yeah, that is my thoughts on Dante V. I think it was really, really good. He had his opinions and stuff. Obviously, I've given my thoughts on certain things. We didn't agree on everything, but there was a lot of stuff there that made sense. If every character has like a raised grey health move, I think that's a big take. I was thinking about it for a while when he was talking about it. I was like, oh, if every character had a delete a grey health attack, that would be sick, and you can assign it to a move that's not really being used. Leroy's back one. I don't think not many Leroy players use that move because it used to be 11 frames. Now it's 13 frames startup. There's not really much. I don't really see much point of using it. It's whatever. But had that be locked behind removing grey health, it would be like, ooh, okay, this is quite sick. Like every character can have it. Also as well, I do feel like a classic mode without all of the stuff, like without all the fluff, in terms of like heat engager, heat smash, and all of this stuff, and rage and all that stuff. Like classic mode, that can easily be done. I feel like modders have done something like that for season 1 or at the end of season 1. If they couldn't do it, then I'm more than sure Bandai can do it. But yeah, this would fix the game. I think that stuff would fix the game. I do feel like, again, there are some balance issues with the game that need to be sorted. Again, like I said, if that video gets to a certain amount that I was saying, then I'll do one talking about all the moves that I would change and actually give you lot the frames and, properties of things that I would suggest be added to those moves. But yeah, other than that, hope you enjoyed the reaction. Go check out his channel, go subscribe as well. I want to see him do loads more videos because I feel like he is very good at talking about stuff that needs to be changed in the game. And I feel like because he doesn't do content creation full time, he doesn't even do it part time. It's just like, oh yeah, I'll just do a video here and there. It's like, all right, well, I want to see him do more videos like this. So yeah, subscribe, leave a comment on his video. And yeah, we'll be on to the next video, everyone, man. Other than that, take it easy, everyone. Peace.